Hello and welcome to the Spring Welcome Tournament for the Illini Billiards Club. This is Usman joining you.
And Abhay Narayanan.
So, we had a very long and a very interesting double-elimination tournament today. In the grand finale, we have Henry and Vineeth playing. There's already a bit of controversy over who got the leg. Let's see, it looks like Vineeth won the leg, yeah. So I'm sitting with Abhay here. Abhay, you had quite a tournament run today. Lots of wins. Can you tell us your record? Do you know what your overall record for the day was?
Yeah, well, I've played a few of these people. I've actually played both the finalists. And yeah, I mean, I think they're both fantastic players. And I was lucky, I think, to get third place today.
All right, Vineeth with a pretty exciting break. He potted a 4-ball, so now he is in a pretty stellar position to choose what he wants. Not too sure which color he'll opt for. Fantastic pot on the 6. Oh, what an excellent carom shot. Just shooting the 7 down, grazed the 2 into the pocket. Beautifully executed. Cannot keep it going. The 1 ball is hanging over the pocket. Now Henry is in an excellent position to get going as the stripes. So Vineeth, this tournament, has been quite the case. He's been, I think, absent from the last tournament, past 2 tournaments. He went abroad for winter break. He came back, went on several trips. But he is just killing it this tournament. Absolutely. Mowing through his competition. Let's see if he can keep it up against King Henry III.
Looks like Henry's eyeing the purple 14, if I'm not wrong. Sorry, is he Henry III? Why is that? Has he won 3? I think he's won way more. No, I think he's won 5 now. Genuinely, right? Yeah. He's drawing. Oh, the position on that looked quite good.
Well struck. And if you notice that position, he's in a position to either take on the 15 or the other problem ball, the 11, along the cushion. Well struck, maintaining position to get the 11 along the cushion. Abhay, how do you feel Henry's doing this run?
Yeah, I think he's doing quite well, but how do you think he's going to get on the 8 after that? Maybe 2 rails? Ooh. Looks like that went for quite the journey. Oh. But he's in position for the 8 and looks set to take the rack. Yeah. That's a good stroke. And Henry has now won the first of 7, at best.
All right, as Henry gets set to rack, hit for the second frame of this match. Let's take a look at Henry's record this tournament. Seems like he got off to a pretty hot start until Vinny actually beat Henry 2-0 previously this tournament. So I think this match means a lot to Henry. Not only is it for the first place prize of our welcome tournament, but also to get his revenge. Oh, ferocious break, signature Henry break. 2 balls going straight into the middle pocket. Excellent spread. Let's see what he could produce from here. All right, looks like Henry's electing to take the stripes, which we had another member of the Central Committee of Pool, Yu Chieh, commenting that he likes the stripes very much in this position. I think I have to agree. All right, now he's got to work from the orange stripe to the purple stripe. How is he going to get that done? Or is he going to take the purple? Taking the purple on. Just look at that cue ball reaction. Swing it across to the other side of the table. Perhaps a cheeky carom shot into the middle pocket off the 3. I think that's what he's looking at. Not to shout myself out, but I had one of these shots earlier this tournament. It was pretty nice. Oh, that was a good try. Vineeth, the ball is in his court now. Let's see what he got.
Yeah, it's the first time Vineeth's coming in to play, actually, in this rack. Henry was quite close to break and run there. On the plus side, he has all the pockets open now, actually. So, and he starts with a confident placement of the 6. That's good. All right, okay, and a good gesture of sportsmanship there from King Henry III, despite being an autocrat. Yeah. Sorry, is it aristocrat? Yeah. Okay. Oh. And he misses that. And he's given Henry position for a decent bank, I think?
I think it's a slightly awkward angle. He might come off 3 or 2 rails for the 8. Ooh. Hit that thick, that's why he didn't get all the way to the 8. But actually that's a pretty good lead for Vineeth, because he should actually take the 1, because that's actually a problem ball because it's very close to the rail. But he chooses to cut the 13, or the 3. Now Henry just has to follow 2 rails, or he can stun, or even draw back for the 8, because it's actually relatively close to the middle pocket. I don't think there's any difficulty right here.
Oh, and he unfortunately misses that. Folks, in case you're wondering, he probably couldn't draw because the 4 was made for awkward queuing. Now Vineeth perhaps with his final chance, I'm guessing? Yeah, he makes short work of the 4. Oh, that's actually quite good positioning. If he isn't going for the 3 though.
Despite the flawed execution, I actually highly agree with his decision to go for the 1. As I mentioned earlier, you really want to target those problem balls, and the 1 and the 7 along the rails were problem balls indeed. Unfortunately, he cannot pot them though. Oh, well struck by Henry. He's got shape to the middle pocket. (2-0 Henry. As we mentioned before, this is a race to 4, best of 7.
Oh, and that looks like quite a good break. There was some crazy cue ball action there, actually, that screwed back. But he didn't make a ball, unfortunately. Another dry break for Vinny.
So he decides to go for the solid. Nice thin cut, and unfortunately scratches in the side pocket. So it's an open table right now. Both of them are actually pretty good. I don't know if Abhay will agree. Let's see what Vineeth will pick here.
Yeah, I certainly think so, but I'd like to point out that that side pocket that Henry just scratched in, that was a very unfavorable pocket for me in my game against Henry. It was right on that table. I blame that pocket. That's a good putt by Vineeth. I don't see really many problem balls apart from the 1. And he makes short work of the 6. That's actually quite a good shot.
Oh my god, let's see this 4 cushion position. Oh, I don't think he got it. That was very unfortunate. That was the right line, just a little too much juice on that. Tried to swerve for the 3, did not get enough on that. Henry now, ball in hand, ready to capitalize on this fine opportunity here.
Henry tried to play a very delicate chop to break out the 12, which didn't have any pocket, but unfortunately hits the 10 a little bit thick. Now Vineeth is solving his problem ball number 1, which is the 1. Hits it slightly thick and bumps the 10. Has a favorable bump on the 10. I think Henry's going to clear off the bottom of the table, play the 11, gently off one cushion for the 10, and then go up table for the rest of the balls. Has a very favorable bump on the 15. I think Henry is going to play the 9, 13, 14, and then leave 15 as the key ball for the 8. I do believe he wants to play the 15 first now. Stun over for the 14, and then another easy stun shot for the 8 into the right corner pocket. Nothing fancy required here. Very delicate. And just stun off one cushion for the 8. Should be a routine out from here. Be steady, and after this, Henry will be up 3-0. A race to 4. Very nice out there. So Usman right here asked me to commentate on Henry's break. So people usually try to hit the break shot extra hard and use bad posture. But as you can see, Henry uses, it's almost standard break. Cue ball stops right in the middle of the table. I like that very much. Very controlled. That's the first cluster issue solved. Can't quite see the angle on the 7-13 cluster. If the angle is right, he might be able to carom into the 13 and make the 7. But let's see. Just a stun shot for the 5 into the corner, and then gently break that out. I think he's a little bit straight to break it out. Maybe use a little force and stun through. Ooh, that's typically what happens when you focus too much on position, but you gotta make the ball. What do you think, Abhay? Is position more important or making the ball?
No, you see, I mean, even if you mess up a shot but make position, you can go like, oh, I tried too hard in position. But if you do the opposite and make a ball and, end up in a trash position, then really you just look very stupid. So I think it's cool points that's what matters.
I think the real question to ask Abhay is how come when he shoots, he's able to achieve neither position nor the pot?
Yeah, I think the question I'd ask Usman is how he didn't advance further in the tournament than he did. Thoughts, Usman? So here I'd like to say one of my favorite quotes of all time. Excuses are tools for the incompetent. Thank you. What think you, Yu Chieh?
Well, I think that's a lot of roasting, but this is not a roast beef potluck, so I think we should be nice to each other and focus on the commentary. Henry just played a very nice shot. I forgot what ball, but broke out the 7.
Yeah, Henry seems to be looking for the 5 ball with a lot of draw as well. Lots of draw. Oh, he seems to have gotten it stuck in that cluster of stripes.
I think that's a very fortunate hit. A little bit of luck, didn't leave an easy in for Vinny. But Vinny does have a thin cut into the side of a 14, which he makes and lands very nicely on a 13. That looks a little bit straight, but he has many options right here. Just roll forward for the 12. Looks like he tried to draw. He didn't have the angle to roll forward for the 12. I do think the 7 does, cue ball does pass the 10 for the 7, but the 8 is slightly awkward. Oh, he tried to cheat the pocket, hit that little thick to try and hold for the 8. Leaves Vinny a straight-in shot on the 12. Stop shot on the 13. 10, roll forward for the 15. I think the key here is getting an angle on 11 to not knock the 8. I think he has a little too much angle. Now he left himself a very thin cut on the 15. He is looking to bank it and drawing it back for 11. Oh, this is a very, very nicely thought out shot. I really like it.
Yeah, it was a very well thought out plan. Unfortunately, it didn't really turn out in that way, and now it's ball in hand for what looks to be the final frame. He has ball in hand, and It appears that he's trying to go one rail and get on the 8 to put it in the bottom right corner. Oh, he tried to knock into that. Yeah, so he can now do it in the bottom left. Just this cut. That's left. And that's complete.
I think Henry was really contemplating whether to break out the 11 and 15 for the 8, but he delicately caromed the 8 into a position where he can play the 8. Congratulations, Henry, for winning his 4th tournament. 4 out of 5. That's a pretty good track record.